Hey everybody, welcome back. That's right. Hey, today we're going to be doing a very special episode of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. Let me just start off by introducing myself. My name is David Bradley, Senior Sales and Marketing Manager with Grant Cardone. So, first timers, welcome. Let me tell you what we do on the Cardone Solutions Podcast. Here's what we do. I'm going to go out into cyberspace. I'm going to take the free content that Grant's putting out there. Look, I've been working with Grant since 2011, been studying his content since 2003. 80%, sometimes 85% if you really want to argue the point. 85% of what we do here, 100% free. So I'm going to go out into cyberspace. I'm going to find this free content. This could be a blog post that he put out. This could be an email that got sent out, maybe something that's on Twitter, YouTube video, anything. I'm going to take it, I'm going to break it down, I'm going to dissect it, I'm going to digest it, I'm going to put a little bit of my 2 cents on it, I'm going to spit it back out to you with some action ideas so that you can take this material and then plug it into your sales and your business and your life and do what with it? Get results. So today I'm going to be taking some lessons that I have learned, that I have used, okay, on handling internet leads. Before I started working with Grant Cardone, I was an internet manager in the auto industry. Okay, so I've got a sense on what to do. And now, with today's technology and the opportunities available to you, handling internet leads is probably the most important piece of your business. So I'm going to give you some 3 tips on handling them and doing it in a way that's going to get more appointments, because appointments do what? They equal deals. So we're going to get into that in just a minute. But first, you know what's coming. A word from our sponsor. The Cardone Solutions Podcast, this episode, is being brought to you by Grant Cardone's Phone Sales and Mastering Communication Workshop. So this particular workshop we're doing is going to fit right in with today's topic. My guys, Jeff Bounds and Steve Spray, are going to deliver for you on August 15th how to increase your appointment ratio by 300%, how to master objections like a pro, follow-up plans that work, meaning what? They work. How to master virtual sales meetings. Are you working remote right now? How do you keep your team engaged? Okay, role play strategies. Are you role playing right now? Do you have scripts that you can practice and study on? All of these things we're going to deliver to you, insider strategies from our business, $150 million empire. And how to access this thing? You can be a part of this webinar for the low cost of only $49. When we're done here, we're going to repurpose it, package it up, and sell it for $997. So the fact that you get to be on it live for only $49, huge, right? That's a value. Okay, so for more information, or just get yourself registered, by God, head on over to cardonesolutions.com/phone workshop. Just that simple. cardonesolutions.com/phone workshop. You'll get more information. You get a quick little 3-minute teaser trailer video, and then a link so you can get signed up. Head on over cardonesolutions.com/phone workshop. See you there. All right, so let's dive in, guys, okay? Let's dive in. I'm going to give you 3 tips for handling internet sales leads, okay? I don't care what business you're in. It doesn't matter. If you get leads via the internet, these 3 tips are gold. Pure gold. Gold, Jerry, gold, okay? Kenny Banya for you, all right? If your internet leads are not converting the way you think they should, this is for you. Have you ever been trying to figure out what else you could do to get your buyers' interest and engagement? I mean, they submitted the quote request, but why aren't they contacting you? Why aren't they getting back to you? Why aren't they answering your emails? Okay? Are you getting enough appointments out of this? And are those appointments actually showing up? Because the bottom line here on all of this is that appointments equal deals. So if you, or your salespeople for that matter, managers, this is for you too. If you guys are struggling with getting more appointments and you're trying to figure out what to do, ways to handle today's buyer in today's market, because it's very different than it was 6 months ago, 6 years ago, right? So I got good news. In fact, I have excellent news. There's something you can do about it. So if you're taking notes, start getting ready to take them now. Jot some things down. Write some ideas, some cognitions, some things you can start thinking with. Okay, I'm about to deliver to you right now. These are the 3 what I would consider most important tips for handling internet sales leads and consequently increasing conversions, meaning connection to appointment, appointment that shows, appointment to demo, demo to write-up to close. Deal? Okay? All right, so let's go. Tip number one. Tip number one is so fucking simple that it may just upset you a little bit. It may just get your head shaking. It may piss you off, frankly. But tip number one is this, is pick up the damn phone. Okay? What's a guy got to do to get a phone call around here anyway? Did you know? FYI, 48% of salespeople never follow up. Never, meaning ever, follow up. Okay? Additionally, your Uncle G will tell you that a business's biggest problem, salespeople, by the way, you're a business, whether you know it or not. So a business's biggest opportunity is obscurity. If they don't know you, they can't be doing business with you. People, the people around you, even in the year 2020, they're only going to be giving, especially in the year 2020, I think is safe to say, they're only going to be giving their hard-earned money to the people that they know, that they like, and they trust. So I want you to keep this in mind. You may be able to get by right now on just know and trust. Sometimes people will buy from people that they don't like just because of time constraints and availability. But where you really need to be on this is all three. Especially if you want a little bit more than just getting by. Barely surviving this thing. So reach out and touch someone, by God. Dadgummit. Give them a call. Let them know you're real. Let them know you're a real person. Your picture at the bottom of an email signature, while cool, is not going to be enough. Okay? Recently, and I'm basing this on real world experience. Okay? Recently, I shopped 5 companies looking for a big ticket item. Nobody called me. Let me just say that one more time. Nobody called me. I had to call them. I shouldn't have to do that. Look, it takes 8 to 12 attempts just to get into communication with somebody, salespeople. That's you making 8 to 12 phone calls. And here's the deal. People are too busy to call you back. It's not your customer's responsibility to call you back. It's your responsibility to get into communication with them. They raise the hand, ball's in your court now. Call people, okay? But Dave, what if they don't leave a phone number? I don't want to bother people. I don't want to be a nuisance. I'm going to cover that in tip number 2. If you don't have a phone number, okay? But the number one reason that you're not calling when you do have a phone number, or you're not convicted, you don't have the conviction to go Google their name and find it, hint, hint. The number one reason you're not calling is that you just don't know what to say. When that person, when your buyer picked, and they are buyers, they will buy something at some point from somebody, but we want to make sure that it's you. Yes, of course you do. Okay. So when they pick up the phone, if you have no idea what you're going to say, you're not going to make the call. You should make it even if you don't know what you're going to say. Do it anyway. But you are going to be so much less likely to actually do it if you have no clue what you're going to say. If you have too much mystery on anything, but especially about making a phone call or how to talk to somebody, you will avoid it. People always avoid the unfamiliar. We're creatures of habit. So the bottom line on this is until that you get committed to your future self, to your goals, your dreams, your company, you will never be willing to embrace the discomfort to push. And you will continue to just get by safely in your comfort zone, but you'll never be killing it. So here's an action idea for you. I want you to start looking through the follow-up tool inside Cardone University. Let Grant load you up with over 25 different reasons for calling, what to say, and how to leave a message. Would that be helpful? If it takes 8 to 12 attempts, wouldn't it be nice to have 25? Yeah. Okay. So tip number 1, call them. Pick up the phone. Tip number 2, personal video is your friend. Look, phone calls are great. It's the most important piece of this deal, next to a personal visit. Phone calls are awesome. Okay. It has to be the most important part of effectively handling an internet lead. You get the lead, make the call. And the faster you do it, the better off you're going to be. Because look, if 48% of salespeople don't make the call, that means what? 52% are. So how do you further separate yourself? How do you further stand out? And how do you do that in a big way? Personal video. Okay? Now they've spoken to you, or at least they've heard your voice in a voicemail, because you are leaving a message, aren't you? Then follow this up with a video so that they can see you. Your competition right now, they are way too average to bother with any of this. So take advantage of it. Leverage it. Send your leads, send your opportunities, your buyers a personal video. So here's some action ideas for you. When to send a video. You may have already thought that, yeah, all right, when am I doing this? Okay, so if you don't have a phone number, then by God, always send a video. That's number 1. 2 is right after that initial call. You talk to them, drop them a video. And that should be basically a video business card. Hey, this is me. This is what I look like. This is who I am. Here's how to get a hold of me. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the opportunity. Can't wait to work with you. Something very simple, okay? But it should be a video version of a business card. Third would be as an appointment confirmation. So there's 3A and 3B. 3A is sending personal video as an appointment confirmation, right? Which could bleed 2 and 3 together, right? Also as an appointment reminder. So you've just made an appointment with somebody. They're going to come in and meet with you, or you're going to meet with them on Wednesday at 2. That follow-up video should incorporate you introducing yourself, putting a face behind the voice, and confirming the appointment. Also as an appointment reminder. So if that appointment is on Wednesday at 2, then maybe they should get a video on Tuesday at, 4. Hey, Bob, it's Dave. We're going to meet on tomorrow at 2. Can't wait to see you. Bye. Okay. Also, short product presentations. If they're interested in something, and in that initial discovery call that you made when you confirmed that appointment and said it, they talked about how a certain feature in the product is their dominant buying motive or the reason that they're interested in this, then maybe spending some time with a camera on your phone doing a short little video presentation of the feature would be pretty awesome. And then the 5th one would be to sort of recap a call or recap a visit. Hey, so glad we were able to meet. Here's what we talked about, right? Short videos, okay? Tips on these things, keep it pithy. 60 seconds or less is ideal. Anything over 2 minutes and you're long-winded. Remember, we're in an ADD world. People don't have time. Keep it short and pithy. Make sure you got good lighting. Smile and enunciate. Okay? Big smiles, enunciation. Okay? So now note, if you're starting to think with or worry about wasting your time, 2 things. The Cardone Solutions podcast is based on 80 to 85% of what Grant Cardone does is 100% free. You best be getting used to working for free if you want to get paid the big bucks. I'm not going to spend the rest of this podcast trying to explain that one to you. Okay. There's some homework for you, though, to go trying to work that out in your own head. Okay. Because here's the thing on that. Would you rather cause something to happen or be the effect of something else? Do you want to be the creator or the creation? Okay. Cause and effect. Which one you want to be? And in this case, you're not doing something like this because you're afraid of wasting your time. That means you're doing nothing. Waiting for something to happen is never, ever going to put food on your table, a roof over your head, and more money in your bank account. Ever. Okay? If that's how you've been rolling, how's that working out for you? Okay? Tip number 3, the final tip. What's the first one? Call. Second one, personal video is your friend. Third, double dollar experience. Now, in sales, there's an old adage, and still relevant, by the way, about double dollar demonstrations. Meaning when you present your product or your service or your solution, that you need to build value in it at least 2 times the price what you're asking. So if you're showing a $30,000 product, then you best be doing a $60,000 demo. Make sense? Right? And you've heard this before. If you're in sales, you've heard this before. Okay? I'm not saying anything new. The thing that gets missed, especially now more than ever, frankly, as I think back about my recent shopping experience, is that the demo, quote unquote, the demo starts the moment the lead arrives in your inbox. Think about that. Go Google a product or service that you're interested in, or maybe at some point, and finish that up with "near me" at the end. See how many choices are available to you in your area. Are you going to leave a customer's decision about who they're going to do business with to just price? Every company selling a similar product or service will all be in a similar range. When I first started as an internet director, I was selling Acura. And everybody promised the lowest price. And if you went out and you mystery shopped the other 7 dealers in the greater Los Angeles area that were all selling the exact same Acura TL, everybody was at $250 of each other. So why is someone coming to me? Dude's in Santa Monica. He's going to drive all the way to Van Nuys, California on the 405 in that traffic to save $250. It's going to get amortized over a 60-month loan? Yeah, no, probably not. Okay, why is he coming to me? So while the customer might be telling me over and over and repeatedly that they're only interested in the best price, it's because they're trying to protect themselves. The reality is they need to be serviced all the way through the entire process. This big ticket item that I'm talking about, that I was looking at, lost all its flair based on the low level of experience I received from these 5 companies. I literally lost interest. So what I want you to start thinking with is, number 1, the quote-unquote demo. That's the entire experience. Starts the moment the lead hits your inbox. How are you creating a first-class luxury experience for your internet leads? What do you charge for your product? Think about it. Double it. What can you do? Make a list. What can you do to make their experience, the customer's experience, what can you do to make the customer's experience of shopping with you worth that number? Maybe if you really want to go nuts, double that number. So $30,000 product times 2, that's 60 times 2. How about that? Do that exercise, okay? So let's recap. Number 1, make the call. You start by being the first person to respond with an actual phone call. Your autoresponder is probably either going to spam, getting deleted without being opened, and probably doing more harm than good. You be the autoresponder. Make the call. Okay? Get the conversation started. Communication is everything. Without communication, you don't exist to them. And there's no way they're going to like you or trust you or know you. You got to get the communication going. Okay? 2, use personal video as a way to personalize. Use video to personalize yourself and the customer experience. This is a massive opportunity for you to get and keep interest, to create engagement and separate yourself from the competition. 3, deliver a 5-star luxury experience. In Grant's book, Sell or Be Sold, he says this: treat him like a millionaire and make service senior to selling. Doesn't matter what level you're selling at, okay? You will never go wrong by making the entire purchase experience something a multimillionaire would expect. So is what you're hearing making sense to you? Do these sound like effective tools with which to get more appointments, more engagements, and more conversions? And which one of these would you like more help with? Which one of these do you need the most help with? Okay. And would you like Grant and I to help you with that? Because there's 2 ways we can help with handling internet leads. One is the phone mastering communication workshop I talked about on August 15th. That's CardoneSolutions.com/phone workshop. CardoneSolutions.com/phone workshop. And Cardone University. Okay. So if you're a sales professional, I want you to head on over to CardoneSolutions.com/CardoneU free. That's CardoneSolutions.com/Cardone, the letter U, the word free. CardoneSolutions.com/CardoneU free to get 2 weeks free access so you can test drive that program or just get signed up. Either way, you can go to that site, get you going. Now, if you are a manager, if you're a leader in a sales organization, then I'd like you to check out this website, CardoneSolutions.com/10x-your-team. Either way, I got 2 weeks free access to that program with your name on it. Okay? And that is all I got to say about that. So thank you again for being here. I hope you got something out of today's episode. This has been the Cardone Solutions Podcast. And if you have gotten something from it, do me a favor and share this sucker out into cyberspace. I promise you, if it's helping you, it will help somebody else. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, please do that. Throw me a review. Throw me some tips. Throw me some suggestions. Tongue-tied. Throw me some suggestions on what you'd like to hear if there's anything. I do take requests. Thank you again for being here. Appreciate you listening. And I'll leave you with the words of Grant Cardone, which is this: be great, because nothing else pays. See you soon.